Before we solve this case, let Matt Schardt point out how sloppy of a job this detective did.
Your analysis of the FedEx video. You have your report in front of you, correct?
I do.
Okay. At the time that you swore out these warrants against Mr. Stillwell, you had never even viewed that FedEx video, had you?
I don't think I got that till afterwards. I did speak with a representative who described it to me and sent me some still shots.
Okay, and I'm gonna go to page 14, going into 15 of your investigative report.
Okay.
On page 14, going to 15, you write, as of the writing of this report, and this report was written on 3/20/22, correct?
Well, that's when I started it, but yeah.
Okay, so you started this report 4 days after you you obtained the arrest warrants for Mr. Stillwell.
That's correct.
You started this report 4 days after that. Okay.
Yes.
And
this part, now I had notes and all that stuff, but. Yeah.
Understood. And you say, as of the writing of this report, the actual video from FedEx has been requested via a subpoena, but has not been received. The above pictures were sent to me by a FedEx corporate officer who told me that he had watched a video which shows that the two white cars pulled up alongside the red Nissan, forming a straight line across the road. And then suddenly the two white cars sped away against the red light and the red car stays in place. That's verbatim from your report, correct?
Yes, sir.
And your report is accurate to that fact.
It is, yes.
You, at the time of writing this report, and certainly at the time of bringing out warrants against my client, you had not watched that FedEx video.
No.
But you had spoken to someone at FedEx corporate that sent you some still pictures, correct?
That's correct.
And had told you what they felt they saw on that video, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Who was that FedEx corporate officer who analyzed this FedEx video?
I don't remember.
Do you know that person to have any law enforcement training?
Not familiar with it.
Okay. Do you know how many times that person watched that video before giving you his or her conclusion?
Now let's play detective and solve. Along with some information that was well known to Matt Schardt and the defense team, we have solved the riddle and we have beat the YSL case. Let me begin by telling you that DA Love always knew that BOYER, the phone number BOYER that they were investigating, was on the scene of that murder scene and was not in the car with Shannon, Nichols, and Farley. That, in fact, this third car was on the road and the phone number BOYER was pinging in the exact same spot that the crime took place. Watch how Matt Schardt has the fact that he knows that BOYER was not in the car with his clients and that there was a third car on the road.
Because, okay. And what do these cell phone records reveal? That this person did appear to be also in the car? Yes.
And there's two cars.
Okay. Do you know which car? I mean, there are two cars that obviously one, well, not obviously, at least one contains at least one shooter, right? Is there any assertion that others contain shooters as well, or just people that are involved?
The state is alleging that there's a white car with my client and Mr. Garlington in it, and then another car with Mr. Nichols and Mr. Farley in it. And now it sounds like they're saying that this BOYER phone, whoever owns this phone, was in one of those cars. And I'm inquiring what, I don't know anything
I'd
about
like to provide that information if I can.
You don't know.
Watch as DA Love explained that the phone number BOYER was located at the scene and tried to explain away why she just not giving information to the defense.
We're just talking about the cell phone records.
We're talking, I don't know what we're talking about. That's what I'm trying to pin down. So
So there was,
hang on. Yes.
We were given cell phone records linked to a last name Boyer.
Boyd, B-O-Y-D.
Boyer.
Boyer. Okay.
On Monday, on yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday. And so that is the late disclosure that we're speaking of.
Okay.
And they were charted as well.
Okay.
Which leads
Nobody
me-
really, I'm sorry. Do y'all care? Is the objection to the charting or?
It leads me to believe that they've had them for a while if they've plotted them.
All right. So the plotting of the cell site location information report done by Agent Bernie, that's of this Boyer phone number?
yes.
Okay. And y'all just recently asked for that based on some testimony about something?
No, that's a different thing. I literally sat there and conflated two different.
Okay. All right.
Now, they have so much footage of all the individuals, Farley, Garlington, Shannon, and Nichols going in and out of this gas station during this time. There is no footage of Boyer, or is there? But they are focused so much on the YSL members, they are not reviewing any other footage of any other person that's in that gas station during that time. Now, this phone number, Boyer, as we seen earlier, is being pinged in that area at the time of this murder. But yet, there's no footage showing Boyer in the car with none of the YSL members. So where is Boyer? Where he at? And why is his phone number so significant to this trial? You're going to see where Boyer at in just 1 second.
I think you said you thought on direct, you testified, you thought that the person driving that car may have heard or seen something, correct?
Yes, I did.
And the reason you say that is because that person driving that car abruptly made a U-turn.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. If we could go to 10120, yeah, just. That's that's red Versa pulling up, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that would be the white Audi.
Yes,
And that would be the white Fusion pulling up on the right lane, correct?
that's correct.
That's not the car that makes the U-turn, is it?
No, sir, I don't believe so.
Okay. And Mr. Stillwell is now running the light. He's no longer there, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. We see. Now this car pulls up. It makes an interesting U-turn, correct?
Yes, sir.
And your determination is maybe they did that because they may have seen or heard something, correct?
Maybe.
Okay. I have no further questions. Thank you.
I sped the video up so it could go faster, but I don't think Shannon did this, and let me tell you why. There's Drink's car, there's Shannon, there's Nichols. They're all sitting at a light. Nothing suspicious going on. Simone wanted us to concentrate on the cars going by in front of them and not this speeding car that's getting ready to come up to a red light behind Shannon and them. Shannon takes off. The other car tries to take off after this car pulls up. Look at Shamel Drink's brake lights. They start flashing on and off because he's trying to leave too. And this car makes a U-turn trying to get away from the shooter. Why is that car still on the side of this car? And why are they not a suspect? Still there. Come on.
Now, Matt Schardt and all the defense knew that there was another car there. And by D.A. Love spontaneously introducing evidence saying that there was a phone number Boyer on the scene, is trying to save herself from misconduct, prosecutorial misconduct, because she knew that there was somebody else on that scene that possibly could have committed that murder.